It is not death that a man should fear, but rather never beginning to live. Now, this is a quote that I see every day. It's a quote that I carry with me within my home, something that I look at on a regular basis, because it reminds me to pursue the things that I really want to do. It reminds me to continue down the path that I believe in, instead of just living in comfort, instead of doing what's easy. It reminds me to do the difficult things, because the consequences of not doing those things are so severe, especially for us guys. And there are so many guys that are out here in the world, alive, with a beating heart, but not really living. They're just existing. And I wanted to take the opportunity within this video today to say to you, look, if there is something that you really want to do, but you've been holding off, and this fear of failure, or this fear of embarrassment should things go wrong, has been pushing you away from starting, I just want to say to you today, why not start? Why not start? You see, look, we get one opportunity in this world. We get one life. There is no rerun. There is no second chance. You don't get to wake up again in a different body and say, well, you know, I learned my lessons from the last one this time. Now I'm going to give it a go. No. When you are dead, my friend. So these things that you want to do, these challenges that you want to pursue, these goals that you want to achieve, if you don't go after them now, you will never ever achieve them. The only person who you are letting down is you. Somebody else will want the same things as you. This is a harsh reality of life, but it's true. Somebody else will want the same things as you, but they'll just be more driven. They'll be more motivated. They won't be as worried about what people might say or think about them. They won't be as concerned with the potential reality of failure, but they'll rather be more allured by the chance of winning. And subsequently, because they kept going and kept going and kept going, they will achieve those goals. But if you keep doing the same thing that you've always done, the same thing that you are doing now, and just choosing comfort and just trying to get by, just trying to survive, I promise you, there will come a time, maybe in your later years, whereby you look back with regret. And you might be thinking to yourself, but it's so difficult. You know, the bill of getting things done, the bill of discipline, it's so expensive, it's so difficult. Wait until you see the bill of regret, my friend. It is 10 times larger. It's 10 times more painful. And it is 10 times more difficult to swallow. Don't allow yourself in 30 years' time, 40 years' time, to look back and say, there were so many things that I wish I could have done. Don't allow that to become your reality. Instead, start living today. If there is something weird and wacky and crazy that you want to get done, but you've never really had the courage to go and do it, start today. If there is a new skill that you really want to learn, but you've been feeling really embarrassed to go and take the class or learn the new skill through fear of what anybody and everybody else might say, go and start learning the skill. It's your life, man. It's your life, not your next door neighbor's life, not your dog's life, your sister's life, your mother and father's life. It's your life. So why are you so concerned with what everybody else thinks? People are always going to think. People are always going to judge. People are always going to say stuff. People have been saying stuff for thousands and thousands of years. But I want to ask you a question. I want you to think right now. I'm going to give you a few seconds to think of an individual who you really look up to. Maybe a celebrity, maybe a businessman, maybe a athlete. And now I want you to consider, when thinking about this athlete, where they would be if they listened to all the doubters and all the people that critique them on the way to the top. Where would they be if they had accepted some of that criticism and started to believe it themselves? Would they be where they are today? And I think in 9 out of 10 instances, you're going to see that no, they wouldn't be where they are today had they listened to the thoughts of everybody else and allowed it to infiltrate their mind. So now apply the same scenario to yourself. If you keep listening to what everybody else is saying, and you keep putting yourself down and saying that you're not capable of achieving things and subsequently holding back from doing the things you want to do, you know where you're going to end up. You know that you're going to have a list full of things that you never got ticked off. And you know that's going to be painful. So with all that said, I want to ask you, isn't it worth it to go after your goals? Isn't it worth it to just take that first step and get started? So what, you might fail. It's entirely possible. We have all failed before. But if you don't start and you don't try, aren't you going to fail anyway? Isn't the biggest and baddest failure of them all just not even trying in the first place? Give it a go, man. You might be surprised at the outcomes. Anyway, guys, look, I hope that you took some value from this video today. If you did take some value, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, comment your thoughts down below. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll see much more from me on a pretty much daily basis. And look, we've got a goal for the end of this year to hit 1,000 subs. So if you could help me out there, that would be incredible. And look, for you guys that are feeling a bit lost, for you guys that are wanting a bit more purpose, I have a free men's Discord community full of like-minded guys who are looking to improve, who are looking to make changes in their lives. And I'm going to leave the link down below in my description. And if you're interested in a more one-to-one personal relationship with me, I'm offering my coaching services at the moment. The link is down below in the description. All you got to do is book yourself a slot and I will see you on the other side. But look, guys, as always, thank you for your time and attention, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.